Have you ever loved someone so deeply that you ignored all the red flags, only to realize later that the love was more about pain than joy? What decision do you wish you had made instead? Felt this in my soul. I wish I had walked away the first time my gut told me something was off. Yes, but most of the red flags I was ignoring were my own. I got unhealthily attached to the first person who showed me kindness after I tried to kill myself, and for quite a few years, that love caused me an incredible amount of pain. It took me a decade to train myself to not be so attached, and now we are good friends. It sounds like you're asking a very introspective and difficult question, one many people can relate to at some point in their lives. Loving someone deeply can often cloud judgment, especially when you're so invested emotionally. The red flags, those subtle signs that something might be off, sometimes get overlooked because the desire for connection, affection, or hope for change outweighs the reality of the situation. Unfortunately, what can start as something beautiful sometimes evolves into something more painful than joyful. If I could give advice based on that experience, I'd say it's crucial to trust your instincts, even if it means stepping away from something that feels intense or consuming. It might have been a lot easier to recognize those red flags early on and have the strength to walk away or set healthier boundaries. The decision I wish I'd made instead would be to prioritize my own well-being earlier, trusting that real love shouldn't feel like constant heartache. Love shouldn't be a source of pain, and sometimes stepping away is the best thing you can do for yourself in the long run, even if it's difficult in the moment. It's tough, but learning from those experiences can ultimately lead to healthier and happier relationships in the future. Definitely trying not to get attached. It hurts more when you come to realize they absolutely don't care about anyone else but themselves. Yes, I wish I would have listened to friends and not be blinded by love. 12 years spent thinking about it, then she left me. I suffered for another couple of years, and now am better than I was before I met her, with the awareness of loving myself and not wanting to fall into the same trap again. Of course, with less time ahead of me to enjoy love, but I still hope to have enough. It was my very first relationship, and I was just desperate to finally not be single anymore. A girl that I'd fallen for ghosted me in first year at uni. It sucked bad. She got back in touch about 18 months later, and the following years were full of getting to know her and her history much better than before, and having a greater appreciation of who she was as a person, and being tormented by the fact that I had feelings for her, including respect, which just weren't reciprocated, including the respect part. She'd overreact about stupid bullshit until I finally gave up caring. If I could do it all over again, I'd still date her to see if it turned out differently. But if she then ghosted me like before, then when she got back in touch after those 18 months, I'd tell her to get lost. It would save me a lot of time and heartbreak. Yes, cost me 15 years of my life, but I got my beautiful little humans, so was it all bad? In hindsight, should have left a lot sooner than I did. All red flags that are swept under the rug in the past become reasons for separation in the future. I should have left when I first saw red flag. I wish I had. Everyone told me she wasn't the one. I wish I hadn't ignored them. Now I am in crisis and broken beyond repair. I wish I would have went home when she said she was going to do a pill to help with her anxiety about meeting me. Oof, talk about punch to the gut. To be totally honest, I would do it all over again. I wish I had left him years ago. Things were fine for the first couple years, but later down the line he became an angry drunk and would call me names and bring up my past mistakes when I told him not to. He'd blame me for stupid stuff that didn't matter, like dying in a video game. I think I only stayed so long because I spent so many years in the relationship and he's all I really had at the time. I finally got away as we started to drift apart early this year. We officially broke up right after Valentine's Day. It's taken me months to mentally recover. I still have my moments where I feel like I don't deserve my new boyfriend. He's been nothing but good to me and treats me better than anyone else ever has. It's a big change for me. I definitely needed this. I did, and I lost a lot. Had an emotionally and physically abusive girlfriend, but I was so in love with her that I didn't want to acknowledge it. Really wish I just socked her in the mouth for hitting me, tbh. Yes, and I should have not evolved around her decisions. It changed me. Honestly, I should have left my ex the second she got arrested for arson.